Warning, some controversial comments coming in this video. Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of James Dean Designs. If you're new to the channel, love laser or CNC, make sure you hit that subscribe button in the corner to get all the latest tips, tricks, tutorials and reviews. It literally only takes a second and is right over there. Now obviously you're here because you want to see what the xTool is capable of. So let's dive right in and take a look now. Ta-da! Obviously eagle-eyed viewers will notice that there isn't one on the workbench, and that is the exact reason for this video. Now at the end of 2021, MakeBlock reached out to me, the company that make the xTool D1, and asked me to review their laser product. Now at the time not many people had one of these on the channel, so I kind of felt privileged that I've been asked to do a review of the D1. So I started to look into the product, headed to the website and quickly found that I was being blocked from viewing anything. Obviously that didn't sit very well with me. So I went back to MakeBlock and asked them why this was, and it turns out they have geo-blocking in place. Ultimately what this means is once you visit their website and they detect the country you're from, if it's not one that's on their approved list, they'll block you from seeing certain content. Really stupid thing to do when you're trying to sell a product. Now the reason they were doing this is because they wanted you to go to the local suppliers in your country to view the product. So I do kind of get that, but ultimately don't block customers from seeing the products on your own site. So I headed to the local supplier that they suggested, and well, it turns out that supplier was no longer selling the MakeBlock products. Again, something that didn't really sit very well with me. So at this point I went back to MakeBlock, politely declined to review their product and advised that they remove geo-blocking from their website. Now let's jump forward 6 months, the middle of 2022, they reached out to me again and asked me to review the newer version of the xTool D1, obviously now with a more improved laser on there. I was kind of excited about this. They removed geo-blocking from their website as well, which obviously is a positive move, but there was a crucial difference at this point. I've now implemented a review strategy as part of my approach to YouTube and obviously the products that I review. This is available for anyone to see on my website, and ultimately it just ensures a fairness when I do the review, and then if anything negative is found I will try to resolve it, but ultimately if I think it should be featured in the video then I will say and mention it as part of the review. So I went back to MakeBlock and said yes, happy to review the product. Here is my review policy that you need to agree to. Please let me know when the product is on its way. So a month went by, I didn't hear anything off them, and then they reached out to me again asking me to review the xTool D1. So again I responded with the review policy saying that I'm happy to review, just please let me know when the product is coming, because obviously I need to schedule things in terms of the release and what is coming in and out of the workshop. Now at this point they sent me an email back saying they were happy to send me one, but with a list of their demands. Now this is the first supplier that I've known do this, where they're trying to dictate what I should or shouldn't do with their product. Now I'm going to put the email up on screen. Obviously I've removed email addresses and names for privacy reasons, but let's take a look at point number 4. Please notice that the video content is honest and shall not be against xTool. Basically what they're trying to say here is make a video that appears to be honest, but do not say anything negative about the xTool product. Again, something that doesn't sit very comfortable, because then it's not really a review, is it? Now this is what really starts to frustrate me, is that they're effectively trying to hide anything negative about this product. Now whilst all this was going on, what I also like to do is join the customer service groups around the certain products that I'm reviewing to see if any common issues come up and the level of customer service. Now I joined various xTool groups under my own name and alias accounts that I've got, so people don't necessarily know it's me. And it didn't take long before I started to see common issues popping up. The main one was about delivery times. Now people are buying these xTool D1s and expecting them within like a week, 2 weeks, but some people it's taking them 3 months before they receive their product, and ultimately they only get one sent at the point that they start moaning about it on social media. So MakeBlock are clearly selling more products than they have in stock and making people wait to them. Now that's not necessarily a bad thing, but just be honest with your customers. If it's going to take 2 to 3 months for them to get one, state that up line on front. If it is a good product, customers are willing to wait, and do not deceive them, because by the time they receive their product they will already have a sour taste in their mouth from how long they have had to wait. Now, do not misinterpret what I am saying in this video. I am not suggesting that all YouTubers out there that have done a review of the xTool are trying to deceive you. There are some great YouTubers that I admire and follow that have done a review of this product and have had positive things to say about it. But the point I'm trying to get across here is xTool or MakeBlock should not be sending emails like that telling reviewers to deceive their audience. It's just not a great thing to do. Now, obviously, I don't have an xTool in the workshop to review, and this is ultimately the reason why. A lot of people have asked me, when am I going to get one in? When am I going to do a review of it? Well, at the moment, I'm not going to until they will let me do an honest review, and that is ultimately the reason why one isn't in front of me now, and I can't show you one. Things may change in the future. Let's see how things go. But I did say there would be some controversial comments, and I'm sorry I've let out one of their dirty little secrets about trying to control the content that is out there on their machine. But ultimately, you need to know to ensure that you are seeing honest reviews about them. So I hope you found this video useful and insightful. Obviously, if you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. It always helps the channel. That is everything. Thank you very much for watching. And final thanks as always goes to my patrons. I appreciate everything you do. See you all on the next episode.